A pleasant good day to you. I come to you today to share with you Project 5 of the Arduino Fundamental Exam Starter Kit project book. And the Project 5 deals with using the potentiometer to control a servo. It's a pretty simple project, but what they're calling it here, they're calling it a mood cue. All right, so let me tell you a bit about what they're saying. We're using a servo motor to make a mechanical gauge to point out what sort of mood you're in on that specific day. So yes, we're using here a potentiometer, servo motor, and a capacitor to complete this project. I have my code here. The first thing that we had to do was import this library, the servo library that I have here. I have include servo.h. This is a library that must be included for this project to work, or any other project that you're using a servo for. What else do I need to share with you? All right, so yes, I'm also using the serial monitor to show the readings. It will show the potentiometer reading and the servo reading. So the potentiometer has or can use values between 0 and 1023. Since the potentiometer is a 10-bit device, and 2 to the power of 10 is 1024. So because we're using from 0, it's going to be from 0 to 1023. The values will be mapped from 0 to 1023. So I'm starting here in my void setup. What will happen? I have, let me scroll up a bit, I think. Yes, my void setup, I have my serial monitor being initialized, and my servo is attached to pin 9. I will map the angle of the servo based on a particular reading from my potentiometer. Now, how does this work? Because the potentiometer moves from 0 to 1023, and my servo will move from 0 to 180, then I had to do some calculations that will create that movement or help that movement to be smooth. So let me show you here and give you a brief explanation. Now, what we have here, I have a semicircle which is 180 degrees, and this is how my servo will move. So I divide 180 by 1023. So for every notch on the potentiometer, it equals to 0.17595, equal to 0.17595. And I show you here a little calculation of how it actually works. How are we going to cause the movement to flow smoothly? I am going to show you here what it is that I created. So I have my servo in the box, and I have here my setup on my breadboard and my Arduino board. And now if I turn my potentiometer, let me see if I can hold this and show you guys how can I do this best. Okay, if I turn my potentiometer, it moves my servo. So it moves from, I've written here, stay out, knock first, or come in based on my mood. So if you come to my office, then you either stay out. If I have it at stay out, I'm in a bad mood, knock first, or just simply come in. I'm in a pretty good mood today, so just come in. But this is a great project if you're trying to, control a servo. You might have a project or a prototype that you're trying to build that you want to manually control the movement of something. So if you're building a car that you want to, or a robot that is moving on wheels, and you want to control its movement on an axis, then you can use something like this to manually control that servo. So think about other projects that you would want to use this for, and let me know. Drop a comment at the bottom and let me know what you think of this, or what other projects that you can use this for. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week with project 6. And project 6 is, let me see what project 6 is. Project 6 is a light theremin. So once again, these projects are coming from the Arduino Fundamental Exam Starter Kit project book. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next week.